Our family is based on 4 cardinal points. You must deal without fear before your enemies. You must speak the truth always, even if it leads to your death. You must help the poor and those who cannot help themselves, and be of good character that God may love thee. That's who we are.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Depending on wherever you are watching us from. Here is another edition of Politics on the Street. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like our video. Please share, comment for more political discourse. Mazi, the Biafra evangelist, Nnamdi Kanu has released the 4 cardinal points of Biafra ahead of his release on June 30th. And now ICC has declared President Buhari wanted and Malami, and President Buhari has fled to UK. How do you think this is a win-win for the Biafra and for the growth of the Igbo, sir? How can you ask me, sir?
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you're watching us from. I remain one and the only Biafran evangelist, and I will continue to speak the truth. Remember what I said. I told you that I will continue to evangelize the truth, evangelize Biafra, evangelize everything that I know, the little I can contribute. Regard to this, you can see what is happening today. That the truth is not far-fetched, and the truth is now coming out from the pure, the angle, the axis of the truth, where the resources supposed to come from. See today, Malami and Buhari are free. They are on the run because of the ICC. Why are they scared if at all that they are standing on the truth, or what they wait, or what they are doing is the right thing, or according to the law, or the way they treat them as Nnamdi Kanu is the way they should have treated him. They shouldn't be afraid. You understand? They wouldn't have been on the run. But because they know that the treatment was unlawful. Look at the judgment of Kenya. See the way the Kenya judge, the Lumba, the lawyer of Nnamdi Kanu, and who represented Nnamdi Kanu was Emma Kanu, who sued Kenya for the kidnapping case of Nnamdi Kanu, and which Lumba, the lawyer, now pick it up. And from there, look at how it ended in favor of Nnamdi Kanu. They themselves have it truly that what they did with Nigeria was against the law and against Nnamdi Kanu, fundamental human rights. And having said all this, listen and listen good. The 4 cardinal points which Nnamdi Kanu have released regard to what Biafra is all about is this. Number 1 is say you must speak the truth, just as I'm speaking the truth always. You must speak the truth even when it leads to your death. It says speak the truth. It says must be a voice to the voiceless. Are you getting it? You must represent the people, not yourself. You must have unquestionable character. That is what it stands for. And he said again, when you see the truth, you speak it. When you see the governance, do the rightful governance the way it should, not to be self-centered kind of person. You understand? So if you watch all these points which Nnamdi Kanu pointed out, you will know that Nnamdi Kanu is a man of the people with credibility from their hearts. It's not just a man of self-centered like the previous one, or like the leaders of Nigeria, who has no Nigerians at heart, but they have their family and themselves at hand.
At hand.
Yes. So now watch. What is actually going on today is a paving way and a win-win-wins to the Biafrans, to the leader of Biafra, to the second commander of Biafrans, and the third commander of Biafrans. I'm talking about Nnamdi Kanu, the leader. I'm talking about the second commander, Simon Ekpan. I'm talking about the chief, the COS, the deputy. No other person than Ngozi Orabeze. You can see today, Nnamdi Kanu is fighting here in Nigeria. Simon Ekpan is facing it again, fighting again in Finland, in Europe. In America, COS, Ngozi Orabeze is there proving the point. And today, we have had an embassy, Biafran embassy. Today, we have had our currency back, Ojema. You can see it today. Yes. Everything is under register. By what? By EU and UN and the American government under the watch of Donald Trump, which have different countries like Putin, different countries like Netanyahu, and and you can see this the U.S. congressmen with their what, their approval and their endorsement regard to this agenda that was long dead. But today, glory be to God for this set of characters that come from the ashes of the Biafrans, who pick the Biafran struggle and they put it upon their head as a cap and as a crown, not minding what they will go through. Look at somebody like Nnamdi Kanu. Look at what the young man is going through. Look at the suffering, look at the pains, look at the maltreatment, look at everything he bear and he put it upon himself. And look at the Simon Ekpan himself. He himself was suffering his own, facing it. They got to, if you watch all these things, you agree with me that yes, these men are making and they are putting it up themselves. They are taking it up themselves to make sure that everything is put in place, and that is what resulted to what the Biafrans for now are enjoying, and what they will definitely enjoy tomorrow. Do you know that this struggle of Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpan, and Ngozi Orabese have made we, the Biafrans that are in Africa here, in Nigeria to be precise, at least there is a little bit of respect and regard to us again. Unlike before, the way they maltreat us before, they don't give, you know, that thing now have in a way reduced, because they are announcing it that this thing is actually coming to manifestation, and they are looking for a way to pamper us now.
Yes, Buhari. Yes, President Buhari. Yes.
Malami.
Yes, Malami.
And what is Elijah Muhammad?
Now that ICC has declared that it was illegal rendition of Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
And Kanu has been giving, the Kanu government has promised to give our Kanu 160 million for his compensation now. And
ICC series worth of 120 million naira.
ICC has declared former President Buhari and former Attorney General of Operation one thing. Now there are rumors that Buhari are secretly flown to UK to evade this arrest. We think ICC can still get to UK from two arrests.
Of course, the UK is still under. They are not above the ICC. UK government is not above ICC because UK is part of the EU, European Union. Neither are they above the UN, because United Nations, which UK too is part of the United Nations. Do you understand? So let them, if they like, let them free to UK. If they like, let them free to KU. Anywhere they like, let them free to. But the truth remains that ICC has given them an invitation. Let them go and defend it. See, I think they said what they do was right. They believe that they said it, that they did not do anything wrong. That what they did was to keep Nigeria warm and not one.
To keep Nigeria warm.
To keep Nigeria warm, not one. And that warm is the killing that you are seeing. And that worm is the marginalization that you are seeing. That worm is the intimidation that you are seeing. Mighty Allahs are going free. Kidnappers are going free. Nnamdi Kanu facing trial. Simon Ekpan facing trial. Even let me tell you, for example, in case you don't know, do you know that they have collided with the Finnish government to sue Ngozi Orabese in order for America to arrest Ngozi Orabese? If not that America, with the help of the congressmen in America, they turned down that offer. That is why Simon Ekpan is facing what he's facing in Finland, because they have bought Finland government over.
They bought Finland government over.
Yes, they bought them over. That's why you see them messing up with Simon Ekpan. If not so, they wouldn't have done that. But I still give God the glory. Kenya judgment with what is happening here in Nigeria, which that we have presented our Biafrans that are over there, have given it to the Finnish government. Let me see how they are going to judge. They have already given 2 weeks to grant Simon Ekpan bail. We are waiting in 2 weeks time. Let me see what they will say, or what they have to put on the ground regard to what is already flowing on social media and all over the world. Yes, that Nnamdi Kanu is illegally rendited to Nigeria. It was a kidnapping case.
But Justice, do you think the Yoruba judge would accept that and release? Because people are anticipating that on the 13th, which is the final day, that Nnamdi Kanu should be free, sir. On the 18th. Yes, on the 18th of this month. 18th of this month.
The case now is no longer in the hand of Nigeria. Nigeria have brought out their own case against Nnamdi Kanu regard to terrorism charge and whatsoever they call, whether treason or whatsoever in addition. But at the end of the day, Nnamdi Kanu stand up taller than Nigeria. So
stood up taller than Nigeria.
yeah, he stood up taller than Nigeria. What we are waiting for now is on the 18th of July for us to see when he do himself, whether he's going to drop a case of something of no case, or whether is he going to pick it up as a case against Nigeria. So until the 18th of July, we will know what next.
Thank you for always coming out to your views. The Biafra evangelist himself.
God bless you.
The Nigerian army has issued an ultimatum that this year there will be no Biafra's Heroes Day. This is a celebration set aside by the Indigbos to honor those of their legends and their veterans who lost their life during the Biafra War. Welcome to this wonderful channel, Tunis Point TV. Please, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like this video. Please share, comment for more political discourse. The Nigerian army has come out to issue an ultimatum, say that nobody should come out and celebrate the Biafra Heroes Day. And the Southern governors too have told same parts, saying that nobody should come out and celebrate the Biafra Heroes Day. But now, the question and the subject matter of the day is that what has the Biafra, the remembrance of this day got to do with the how is it going to bring anarchy in the land? These men are not blind people. Last year, this celebration was old. Nobody lost their life. It is just a day to remember those who have lost their life during the Biafra Civil War. I think what the government needs to do at this point in time is that those who are orchestrating the evil in Nigerian state should be dealt with. The Fulanis have become a menace in our society, and yet the government are not even worried. The government don't even worry about the Fulanis, yet they are more concerned what the IPOB want to do on the 30th of May. For me, it is misplaced priorities, because you have in a state where a particular ethnic group has become lord over billions of Nigerians, over millions of Nigerians, and yet nobody is saying anything towards that. Nobody is calling the Fulanis, calling them to order. Nobody is telling them that the Fulanis are treading in the wrong direction, but yet they are using everything possible to oppress the evil man, to oppress their struggle, to oppress everything that belongs to them. The question is, how long can we continue in this contraption called Nigeria? Yes, how long can we continue in this contraption called Nigeria? The IPOB on their own I say that day nothing will stop that day. And they mean their words that nothing will stop the Biafra celebration day in the East. I'm not even against what the army have said, but I'm against the Southeastern governors who don't promote their own, who at every point in time antagonize their own thing. Antagonize their own thing. Are you telling me that in the north, some governors don't know who is sponsoring this Fulani bandits? majority of them know that Fulani is being sponsored by some certain group of people, and yet these people keep mute. But it is only in the southeast that the southern governors would always come out to sell their own. The southeastern governors sold Nnamdi Kanu. The southeastern eastern governors sold Simon Ekpa. They keep selling anyone who is driving the Biafra ideology. They keep coming out to go against anyone pushing that narrative, anyone pushing that ideology. But the question is that how long can we continue to remain in this contraption called Nigeria? This the same Nigeria that has deprived the Igbo man of presidency. The same Nigeria that has deprived the Igbo man of juicy offers in Nigeria. As it stands today now, the Senate president, the Igbo man is not there. The speaker, the Igbo man is not there. And you are saying the Igbo man is not heavily marginalized. If the Igbo man is heavily marginalized, then what will happen? Then what will happen? The Southeastern governors have made themselves tools in the hands of their paymasters. And that is why they do everything possible just to oppose the Biafra ideology and the Biafra declaration. And I can say it with every authentication that it will not go well. Every day for the thief, one day for the owner. It will not go well. It will not go well with them. Because as it stands, we know Nigeria is not a state that preach true federalism, that preaches for democracy. Now, the armies have vowed to take over the southeast on the 30th of this month. And yet, no governor has come out to tell the people that allow these people, let them do their thing. Let them do their thing. If the governors in the southeast can shorten his people, I am certain, I am sure, I am very sure that the army would not threaten those who want to come out to celebrate on the 30th, to celebrate the Biafra Heroes Day, just because the governors themselves are also part of the problem. The governors themselves are in support of the Nigerian government. They are also in support of the Nigerian state. Knowing fully well that after you serve the Nigerian government, you will come back to your homeland. You will come back to your homeland. And if you come back to your homeland, how will the people rate you? How will the people rate you? How will the people see you? Is this individual truly a good leader? Will they see you as people who is actually fighting for freedom? Will they see you as someone who is also fighting for the freedom of the Biafra? Will they see you as the enemy of the struggle? No matter how things go, I can beat my chest that the IPOB might not back down. They will not back down because that day has been set aside to honor those who were quiet, those who lost their life in doing the Biafra struggle. Nobody can say that if today the Yorubas want to celebrate the Oduduwa, nobody can tell them not to celebrate the not to celebrate the Oduduwa. But why are you telling the Igbos not to celebrate the heroes, their heroes, their leaders? The question is, for how long can we continue like this?